We'll talk about the mobile options that are available. So first off, you can only use VISCO on mobile devices if your system is available from the web, and not everyone's set up that way. If you're on web service, then yes, your system is available on mobile devices as well. If you have the system on your own network, you can make it accessible through the web, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have it. So there's two different configurations if you have the system on your own network, one of which is you have sort of a self-contained system you can only access from within your network. The other one is it's operating as a web service where you have a URL that is accessible outside your network as well. So it's pretty easy to test. Just try and type in the same ID that you do when you're inside the office and when you're outside the office, and you can tell whether or not you can access it from your mobile devices. So if you have any questions on how to make your system web accessible, let us know. We have instructions on how to do that. And it's not something that you would do yourself, but you can have your IT company set that up so it's accessible outside the network. So 3 different mobile options that they have available. The first, which is sort of recommended for tablet use, is use the system just as it is on tablets, but convert any of your documents into PDFs first. Because if you're on tablet devices, then if you don't have your documents available in PDF, then you won't be able to load the documents at all. It'll look like it loaded, but it didn't load at all. So you can still use the system. You can still pull up Venture Explorer. You can pull up inventory management and those kind of things. We can be able to pull up documents unless you have to convert it to PDF.
I was just talking to Matt about just the conversion process and how the natural progression, having just done this conversion to PDF thing, is to actually offer the user the ability to say, I'm using a Windows machine, I want Excel, or to say I'm using a tablet, or to make the application intelligent enough to know which version, which browser would be used, and therefore convert it to a PDF automatically, or keep it in Excel or Windows Bar.
So that's option 1, and that would be, as I said, recommended for tablet use. Now, as far as phone use, iPhone, Android, BlackBerry, if you use BlackBerry, but anything with web access, what we recommend is using the mobile interface. So when you're on your phone, it automatically picks up the mobile interface. If for some reason it doesn't, that's okay. You can click on this button here when you get to the login screen. You click on this button here which says login to VISCO Mobile. And you will have to log in, but you only have to log in one time on your device. From that point on, the system will keep, as long as you click the remember login, it'll keep your user ID and password, so you don't have to log in every time you're logging in from your phone. So let's put in our user ID and password here. And it's going to load in the mobile device. The only thing that is accessible from the mobile interface is alerts. So for some people are like, well, that's kind of limiting. Yes, it is in a way. But you have to think creative as to what an alert is. So we have one example here which we call the product status alert, which is just a little mini report for you to pull up what you have available for a product that you can just pull up on your phone. So if you click into this, it's going to load up an alert that shows 1 row per product and how much you have accessible. So it's got your product ID, whether or not it's active, that part we can hide. A description, unit to measure, your reorder point, the available quantity that you have in the warehouse, the available quantity that you have in transit, and the amount that you have on open POs. And in fact, what we could do too is just have a total column at the end there. But the key is, the way I suggest most people use this is just type in the product that you're looking for. If you wanted to just, while you're on your phone, figure out how much inventory you have available, just type the product ID in. So let's say, 12, for example, it pulls up, I was going to look at those 12-ounce cups. But this is an example of everything that starts with 12, so this pipe, you've got this much quantity in the warehouse, this much quantity in transit, this much quantity on PO. And we can do as many other columns as we want with this as well. So if you wanted to see what quantity you have on sales order, what quantity you have available to sell, which would be essentially removing the quantity on sales order from the available, then you can do that as well.
For us, we really wouldn't need to use that for in stock, but I think that would be helpful just for pricing, the local customer, you want to check on the price, so would that be able to just listen to selling and buying price?
That's a great use of it, actually. Thank you for mentioning that. You just wanted it to be like just 3 columns: product ID, sale price, buy price. That's a great use of it, and the same search function on the top, and you can just search pricing from your phone. So whether or not you're utilizing a lot of the alerts functions now, don't let that limit you saying that, well, we can't use it on our mobile devices because we don't have any alerts. Something so simple like that could make all the difference of being able to access this from your phone. So that's a good point. So that's the mobile interface. I actually think we may be doing more with this in the future. We have some plans to do a little more, making some of the customer reports available in this as well. For now, it's just the alerts. But again, you can convert any report into an alert, so it's essentially the same thing. The third option is we now have an iPhone app, a native iPhone app that you can, if you're using an iPhone, and I think it's, I'm pretty sure, did we say it's like cross-platforms? It's available on Android? I'm pretty sure it is. You said it's not?
I thought it was just native.
Okay, so this is an iPhone app. It's an iPhone app. And I actually was hoping it would be done. We hired a third party to do it, like a mobile third-party software company that's sort of with mobile expertise that we don't necessarily have. And we hoped it would be done by today. The programmer does claim that it is done by today, but a programmer's explanation of done might not necessarily be the same as ours, so didn't have faith in it. So I figured I would show you at least the screenshots so you can get a sense of what's there. So the idea with this iPhone app is it's designed to be used by salespeople. This is the original design. It's designed to be used by salespeople in the field when they're with the customers, if they want to check on stock of the order, what they have on stock, pricing, the way the product is packaged, and then just actually go place orders right from their phone as well. So the first page, the first screen here is your login screen, and same idea. It's you can type in your user ID and password, but you only have to do it once. After that, as long as you check the Remember Me, and it'll keep your login information.
It's the VISCO user ID and password.
Same idea as your VISCO user ID and password. There's a customer search function where if you're outside of the customer, you can select which customer it is, and it operates similar to the way the contacts work within your iPhone. If you're comfortable in the iPhone environment, searching for contacts works the same way. And then you've got, I forgot, it does this too, so you can actually add brand new customers right from the phone as well. And the idea here was if you wanted to use this at a trade show or something, and you wanted to add customers, you can add them on your phone, and it will, in real time, upload them into the VISCO database. So it will be available in VISCO as well. It's not every single field in the customer, it's the basics. Just basically name and address, and that's all there is right now, but it's a way to just add leads.
Well, I was going to say, can you add it as an inactive, so that's a lead, or is it automatically going to your customer database?
You know what? I'm not sure if it goes in as active or inactive yet.
Wait, what?
Actually, yeah, Ben, you've been working on this, you should know.
We can do either one. We can have it come in as an inactive customer or as an active customer, whatever we, as the customer's preference at this point.
So that's the add new customer function. There's a product search. So if you just wanted to look up a product to see, as I was saying, availability, the way it's packaged, and pricing, you can search by product ID. And there's also, we're utilizing the barcode function. So you can click on this button here. If you have the product in front of you, you can scan the barcode, and that will pull up the product ID as well. And then as far as there's actually an order entry screen where you indicate the quantity that you, once you select the customer, you can select the product. What was that? Okay, that's not in the App Store yet. So you can select the product and then the quantity that you want to order, and then you enter the customer's PO number if you want to enter that. You can indicate the warehouse that you're going to be shipping out of, estimated delivery date, and ship via. Now, by default, it pulls up the customer default pricing, but you can edit the pricing as well. So that's the iPhone app. It's pretty simple. This is step one. I also think we'll probably do more with this as well, but we wanted to get this out there so at least people have it and can utilize it. It doesn't necessarily have to be used as a sales, I mean, yeah, a big part of it is being able to enter orders, but if you just want to be able to look up product information, you can do that too. So in terms of actually when it'll be on the App Store, within a month is my guess. I mean, as I said, we were supposed to have it done by today, it didn't quite work out that way, so probably within a month I'm assuming it'll be available on the App Store, so we'll send you an email as soon as that's up. And that's going to work on iPhones and iPads, of course. That's the iPhone app. So you have those three different options. You have the mobile interface, which is the trimmed down, just alerts or reports. You have the full system, again, that you can run from tablet devices, and then there's now the iPhone app as well.